Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim fam. You know what? I've been sitting here thinking about some questions that people done asked. They said, "Hey, look, man, I thought you was buying a house. What's going on?" With that situation, you have situations where people outbid you. You have situations where last minute you find out there's some things wrong with the home that, the inspection is telling you don't do. Um, Other things, you find out that the home itself has a lien on it. So the things is you have to step back and regroup and go at it again. I've been looking at a lot of houses with my wife, and like I said before, it's a process. It takes time. They said in one of those questions or comments or whatever it was, they said, "Hey, how is it that you were able to buy all that stuff and still try to get a house? Shouldn't you be saving money?" The money for the house is saved already. I'm confused. See, that's the difference between me and other people. I know my pockets. I just don't know nobody else's, and that's not my job. Once you know your pockets, you can deal with the situation, accordingly. They were asking me also, why didn't you sell your collection? Man, look, I'm going to be honest. The person who actually offered to buy the collection, it was way more than what you probably would have thought it would have been because I got a lot of stuff that I haven't showed you. And most likely I would never show you because a lot of people can't deal with the stuff you show them. Just imagine the stuff that you don't show them. People will lose their shit. And I'm just being realistic here. So the stuff that he's saying, he offered me a fantastic price that would have been equal or somewhat to a down payment. Um, Thing was, the stuff that I have, you can't get again. A lot of stuff that you don't see is hard for me to get again. And if I do get again, it will cost double or triple. So it's no purpose in doing that. You have to look at everything and you got to make it make sense. A lot of people don't look at the bigger picture. They see money and ooh, but see, you had a money. Money don't mean shit. If all you're going to do is collect the same shit again, it don't make sense. It's like, why put yourself in a situation and you're going to do the same thing over and over again? Dude, I have a lot of people reach out to me saying they want to see Hot Toys, Mayfax, SH Figure Arts, Mesco, sculptures, statues, just all kind of stuff, intricate pieces. I don't do that here. That's not what this channel is about. This is an affordable channel for people who want to see affordable things, stuff that you can pick up yourself, stuff that you can find in the store, and it won't break the bank. You can either find it in Walmart, Target, Ollie's, Ross, DD's Discount, Big Lots, Walgreens, Costco, places where you could actually find stuff like this, man. The biggest thing that I just want to say is, I offered a suggestion to a lot of people. If you want to see that stuff on this channel, I was asking people to actually super chat 99 cents or $1.99. That way, you're helping towards the cause. You want to see things. Hey, I say, look, I cover half of it. Y'all help me with half and I'll go the other half. Someone said, hey, that's e-begging at its best. You're becoming one of those. No, you said what you want to see. Now that I'm saying, hey, if you want to see it, put your wallet where your mouth at. Now people like, oh, that's e-begging. No, that's you saying what you want to see. Now that you realize money got to come, from out of your hand, a lot of people are starting to turn around and be like, well, I didn't say that. Bro, I'm going to be realistic here. I'm sane, stable, and every damn thing else. I hear so many people trying to diagnose a person. I'm a whole grown ass man. Brother, I have lived and I'm alive. I work. Um, I'm not coddled. I'm not sitting here, entitled or anything like that. I work my ass off. Sometimes I could be stressed and tired. Bro, I sit here and listen to people try to diagnose me. Oh, you bipolar. Oh, you got this. That's the problem with this generation. And the generation before and the generation before that. People are trying to diagnose people with shit they don't have. My thing is just realize some people got a different drive than you do. You know, you see people out here, you know, making big money, and you talking about they done sold, they sold. They ain't sell, they sold. They working their ass off. You see them over here working 3 damn jobs, and you sitting here telling me, oh yeah, see, he don't got no talent. You see him over there practicing his craft every day. He out there getting up at 4 in the morning every day, and he come home at 12 at night. Damn it, I understand. That's a lot of work for anybody. But in order to become successful, you got to start somewhere. And a lot of people don't understand. You got to start somewhere. People want everything without putting any work in. You want to have the finished product without having to do anything to get it. That ain't how this works. You think honestly that I got the subscribers that I ended up with so far by just not doing anything? I got over 4,700 videos. Whether it be regular videos or shorts or whatever it is, they there. You put the work in. It don't mean that you put up 4,700 videos and you'll get 1 million subscribers. It don't mean nothing. If people do not like what you're talking about, things are not going to be. You know, a lot of people say, hey, you're telling us to buy stuff, and what we see right now in the world doesn't look very promising. It looks like prices are going to go up, and you having us to spend money. Thing is, I didn't tell you to go spend all your money. I didn't tell you to spend over $1,000. I didn't tell you to spend 100. I told you to spend 20 to 50. I told you to go to places where your money could work for you. You know, think smarter. Not spend harder, think smarter. You know, like I said, you know, if I had $10 or $15, I said, hell, I'd go to Ross where my money could actually work for me. If I can't find nothing there, that is what it is. You know, people were talking about, what about the gas? I'm not including gas, bro. Sometimes you want to just spend something. You're not trying to break the bank. And the thing is, what I was talking about, people were telling me about, it might be a recession coming soon. Yeah, that's true. Another thing, that these toys that we buy, these shoes, these gadgets, these video games, these every damn things that we have, they don't come from the US. Now, a lot of you all, I said buy some things now because the prices are what they are now. And you're not going to get all those high import and duty fees read about now because everything ain't went up into effect yet. Before they drop those tariffs and those prices start going up and everything started getting real, whereas the same toy might cost you double in some cases, even if you're able to get the toys. So a lot of stuff that's stocked on American shelves come from other places other than America. This is what I'm talking to you about. This is why I'm telling you, you know, you might want to invest in some things right about now. People are telling you to invest in gold and silver. That ain't the greatest situation right there. Everything loses value. I remember gold didn't have a high value back in the 90s. Early 2000s, gold didn't have a really big value. Gold was inexpensive. Now that gold has went up, it's different now. Back then, you was able to buy gold rings for like $50 damn. You were able to buy gold bracelets for $100. You get what I'm saying? You were able to buy gold earrings for like $100. Shit, diamond earrings, you was able to buy them for like $200. It just wasn't that expensive. It's just now a lot of people are looking at things and not realizing that life is about to change. I don't know for the best or for the worst. I don't know. But like I said, for at least right now, you might want to take a look at your spending and see could you, you know, pick out, you know, a little bit that you can spend on something that you will like. Time is changing. People make it seem like this year is the same as last year. To be honest, 2024 wasn't that bad. You know, to a lot of people, it was bad because of various reasons. Everybody had a lot of things that, you know, they had on their plate. But for right now, 2025 started hot as hell. And it's real right about now. And I don't know how real it's going to get, man. You know, The reason why I'm slowing down with the house, and a lot of people are not understanding this, to be locked into a 30-year mortgage and you don't know if the situation is going to be the way you want it, if you still got a job, if you still um, able to afford this home, that's what's real right there. I can tell you to spend money. People say, man, you should be telling everybody not to spend money. I tell you not to spend money. People say, hey, you should be telling people to spend money. You can't make people happy. Nothing is going to make a person happy. What's going to make people happy is doing whatever it is they do. People do not listen until shit gets bad. And once it gets bad, you can't do anything about it. That's just how life works. You got to pay attention to everything that you're doing, and you got to understand why you're doing it. Like I said, I've been doing this for a minute, man. You get out here, you got to work these jobs. People telling me that, get a real job that pays a lot more money. You won't have to work all them jobs. You don't know what I make. You see my point? See, we sit back and we think we know what people doing. You don't know what people doing. This is why I say, stop judging people. Stop being in their pocket. You don't know these people's pockets. I don't know nobody's money. I don't talk about nobody else's money because I don't know. And a lot of people on YouTube, there are content creators that beg for money. There are. There are content creators who ask for money. Begging is one thing. Asking is another thing. Asking is when you asking them to put up certain material and stuff like that. Like, I want to see this. I want to see that. I want to see you open this type of stuff. I want to see you buy this. And okay, they're like, hey, but I need help. This ain't the type of channel. I wouldn't spend $500 even if I got a check tomorrow for $5,000 to buy a $500 toy. I wouldn't do that. What would be the purpose of that? To me, that's like you know how much of stuff you could buy for $500? Dude, this world, and it's not just the U.S., the whole world right now is going through something. Every country is going through something right about now. And a lot of people are not looking at that. A lot of people are looking at it from the standpoint, man, me. It's more than you. When I told you about all the people losing their jobs, when I told you that 15,000 stores may close this year, if you got 100 people per store, that's 1.5 million people that's going to lose a job. Then all those people that got let go from those federal jobs, bro, you got to explain to me what the hell is really going on. If you're talking about cutting out or cutting a little bit of Social Security, HUD, Section 8, Pell Grants for school, these after school programs, bro, what is really going on? Where's all that money going? Once you cut all this stuff, where's all that money going? Nobody caught that. That ain't how this works. When I talk to you all about everything that I'm doing here, it's because I'm letting you know this is more than what you think it is. This is not, me telling you conspiracy theories. People like, that's all you talk about is conspiracies. Not everything that you hear is a conspiracy. Some of this shit is so true, people don't want to listen to it because it ain't what they want to hear. People want to hear certain things. People want to feel like they know what's going on. They want to feel like things are going to get better. Sometimes they don't get better until they get worse. Sometimes you got to go through something. I don't listen to people who haven't went through shit. How could you tell me how to do something if you never experienced anything bad in your life? When somebody tell me, man, I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to lose everything in a fire. I know what it's like to, just sit there some days and just sit there as a whole grown-ass man. I know what it's like to be hungry. At one point in time when I was younger, I knew what it was like, as a young man, as a young grown-ass man with my own place. I knew what it was like to be hungry. I didn't have a lot of money for certain things, man. I only had a certain amount of money, and that's what it was. But somebody are not some people are not thinking about what you're talking about because they don't want to hear it. You know, when shit sounds too real, man, you know, that's when shit, you know, makes other people feel bad. You know, they don't want to hear talk about stuff that's going to get, you know, real personal or something like that, man. You know, dude, it's crazy right about now. It's crazy that we don't listen to the people that, you know, got our back, who've been there with us through a lot of stuff, man. We listen to stuff and, you know, man, I'm going full throttle. He about to spend a lot of money, you know. How much is a lot of money to you? I never told you how much I was spending. Hell, I could go spend $25 and look like I paid $100 damn. Dude, you just gotta know where to shop. People say you buy anything. And it's my money. My style of collecting is mine. Whatever you spend your money on, that's your business. I'm not telling you not to spend your money or what not to spend it on. I'm telling you what I'm going to spend my money on is my business. Nobody else's. But everybody make it seem like you supposed to bend over backwards. You're supposed to sit there and tell them everything. You got to walk them through your plans, your trials and tribulations. You got to sit back and talk to them saying, oh, man, you know, yeah, some days I'm really happy. Yeah, and I want to share that happiness with y'all. Some days, you know, when I see people get their tax money, spend some of it. Everybody want to save every penny. You can't save every penny. It ain't gonna work that way. If you sat here right now and all you did was save your money, I knew people who came here from other countries. They came here, you know, to work. They stayed for like 3 or 4 months. They left with damn near $10,000. They didn't do anything. All they did was, you know, maybe hit the bob a couple of times or whatever with their friends, rode bikes, bought the bare minimum, rented a room, and they left with like 10 grand. But I'm going to tell you something. That ain't what I want. I don't want to have a situation like that. I don't want to go somewhere and not live my life. I want to enjoy this life. I want to understand everything that goes on. Like when I go to different countries, man, I go to enjoy them. I don't go there to just sit there and complain about what it's not like. This ain't America. It's not America. It lets you know that when you find out the name of the country. If the country don't say America, you know right off the bat it ain't America. So you go there, you don't expect to get the same treatment. My thing is when I go to certain countries, I see toys, and I know the damn toy is going to be doubled. That's just what it is. I can't be mad at nobody for that. You know, it's going to be what it is, and a lot of people don't get it. Sometimes, man, you just got to sit still. And sometimes you just got to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to leave people alone. Sometimes you got to understand where you lie in situations and where you just need to be the fuck quiet. A lot of times we want to destroy the channels and the people that we watch. That ain't good. Who is that helping? Don't destroy the people that you watch, then get mad that they don't want to do YouTube or social media anymore. People said, hey, you talking about you was going to take a break from YouTube. I was gone for 4 damn days. 4 days on YouTube is damn near like 4 years. 4 days, people forget who you are in 4 days. People forget who you are in 2 damn days because there are millions of other channels to watch. You could watch anybody right now. You could be doing any damn thing. And that's my whole point. That's why I don't get carried away with it. I needed some time to regroup, man. I had some other shit on my mind, some things on my plate. Then I had to deal with a lot of the nasty comments people leave, and people make it seem, oh, you should just leave them. I was going to leave them at first, and I was just going to blast them off. But I said, man, just delete this shit. Because I see people agreeing, oh, man, Unc, see, you be going back and forth. No, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm allowed to change my mind. If you stuck in the same way of thinking for over 20 damn years and wondering why your life haven't changed, it's because of you. You can't stay the same way and expect change to happen. This is real talk here, man. When I talk real, people get upset. People start doing other stuff. They get mad. Oh, you asking people to donate money. No, I'm asking people to actually help with what you want to see. Why won't you buy $1,000 toy that I want to see? Why don't you buy the $1,000 toy and just send it to me? It works both ways, right? This is why I'm saying, if you know the channel that you own, no, man, you got junk on your channel. I know premium channels. Yeah, you know premium channels. You don't got no premium stuff. I can tell. No man brags on another man. So I know you ain't got anything. Dude, that's my point. When you see somebody bragging on a whole nother mother, you know something is real. You know, either they don't got it, they don't got what they talking about, they just running their mouth. Man, please. If you have what you say you have, you be telling me that. You get what I mean? That's the thing that I've been looking at for the longest. Man, and I've been talking to y'all about this, saying that we need to be where we need to be at, man. I got so much of stuff that I want to show y'all, man, but you know, right now I'm feeling kind of froggy about it because people are acting up, you know. People acting spiteful, they acting hurtful, they being mean, and I don't get it. I don't get this. What's the whole purpose of having a channel if nobody actually wants to see pickups? What's the purpose of having a channel if every time you turn around, somebody talking about the toys that you got behind you not being of quality, of not being of luxury? You know, a toy is a toy. You know, somebody told me those Funko Pops you collect, those are children toys. All this shit behind me is children toys. Video games are children toys. Let's not get this shit twisted. See, people talk shit at the side of their mouth without listening to their self-talk. You know, a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes you just got to be quiet. If you don't got nothing good to say, just hush. Don't say anything. If the channel is not what you want, don't go looking at the video, then you go look at 5 more and complain. That sounds crazy. Dude, I don't watch people and complain. I just don't watch them. I go to other channels. If I don't want to see something, I go somewhere else. It's 1,000 other channels that do the same thing. But you know what? Nobody rants like you, Unc. And I just want to see, you know, you rant about hot toys and stuff. I think hot toys are overpriced. I think Mezco overpriced. I think Mayfax is overpriced. I think SH Figure Arts is overpriced. I think all this stuff is overpriced. Even these high-priced sculptures are overpriced. You know, that's the thing. They're only selling for that much because how much you are willing to pay. If they see you willing to pay up the wazoo, they're going to make the stuff higher. Anytime that Marvel made Maximum Spider-Man like damn near $50, you know something is going on. Not Marvel, but Hasbro. And everybody sitting back saying, well, Unc, well, you know, this and that is really posable. It's this and all of that. You know, bro, I'm going to sit here and say it just like this. Really? Really? Different packaging and, you know, more flexibility. It's just real. It's real that every time that you turn around, somebody always got something negative to say. Like it's a weird, some sort of weird conspiracy that you've been doing all the stuff you've been doing, that you've been sitting here, you know, working hard to get the stuff you got. People saying that you don't deserve what you got. And you sitting here like, I worked hard to get this shit. And people saying you don't deserve it. People who really deserve it really need it. So the people who didn't do anything to get it, who ain't paid nothing for it, should be the ones with it, right? People who, nah, that's entitlement, man. Come on. When you see me spend money, I spend what I could afford. Even if I spend $50 damn, I'm happy to scream and holler that I could spend $50 damn. Why? Because shit done went up. It ain't $12 anymore out here anymore. Things are expensive. And it's going to continue to get that way. It's going to get even pricier. But again, people don't understand that. People relate when stuff is not what they want it to be. That's the only way people relate. I show you the stuff that I picked up. People start getting mad. I show you the stuff that someone sent me. You get mad. Dude, it's like, it's a never-ending cycle of people just hating. And, you know, I have to look at this. I'm like, man, are these children? No, show more toys. Show more toys. I want to see this and that. No. Dude, I don't want to sit here and be pigeonholed in any damn thing. I don't want to be stuck in one genre. I don't want to do that. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to be me. If you don't like what I collect, you can mosey your ass on. But guess what? You're not. You're going to sit here and watch and complain. That's what people do. I don't understand the logic. I'm going to make them money and I'm going to complain and I'm going to be the product of the process. You see what I'm doing? Yeah, I see what you're doing. Shit don't make no sense. Man, it's real out here, man. Understand your logic and your scheme of things, man. People ask me, how did this channel grow so fast? I talk about everything. My shorts are on every damn thing. I talk about any and everything that, impacts my life or something that I like to do. Why have this channel not really blew up? Because one thing, I don't cater to the popular vote. When it comes down to channels, a lot of channels pander to the people. I don't. I understand exactly what I want to do. If I'm talking about Marvel, I'm talking about Hasbro, McFarlane, Super 7, GameStop, or any damn baddie. Hasbro, I already said them, but I'm talking about Power Rangers, Transformers. When I talk about this stuff, I'm not a paid spokesman. I'm a person who actually sat here and paid money to get this stuff. And my word actually carries a little weight because, again, when you pay in to get something, you could actually voice your opinion without worrying about what anybody's saying. If I said it's a piece of junk, the item broke when I first got it, hell, all they can do is verify what I'm saying. You can't sue me for slander when it's true. Slander is only when shit is not true. You can't sue somebody for the truth. I didn't know you couldn't park an electric vehicle in the underground parking lot. They said just in case it catch on fire, it's going to catch all the other cars on fire. I'm like, why it's going to catch on fire? Those cars malfunction. But why are they malfunctioning? That's the point I was making. This is the point I'm making here. Why do everybody assume something? Ask the question. If you want to ask questions, I'm going to do a question and ask video where, you ask questions. People say it seems like your wife is down with your collecting. Yes, to a certain degree. I'm down with her collecting to a certain degree. But, my whole point is, I don't try to bully anybody with what I do. I spend my money. I don't spend the house money or, anything else. I spend what I can. And if, I can't afford to buy anything that week, then I don't buy anything. It's been plenty of weeks where I didn't buy anything, but you thought I bought something because I bought something the previous month and never showed you. And you sitting there looking at it like, well, he lying. He been buying stuff. No, you just haven't asked to see anything that he bought. That's when all the real stuff come along. That's when people don't pay you any attention because they're not looking. They're just looking to be mad sometimes. See, that's the thing. I look at things and I want to buy things. I want to talk about things. I want to see things. People were telling me about those Pacific Rim figures. What did you do with those? You just put them in a tote and that was it. Whatever I do with the stuff I buy is mine. Again, at the end of the day, I don't owe nobody no explanation. Nobody ain't give me no money to buy that. Those came from out of my pocket, just like everything else up here came from out of my pocket. I feel when I'm paying for stuff myself, how dare you ask me what I'm doing with my stuff? Don't make no difference. Should ever make a difference to you. If you didn't pay for it, you shouldn't be talking. When I ask you to pay for it, a lot of people are like, I'm not paying for nothing. Then you shouldn't be asking questions where I'm putting my stuff at. Real talk. Put your money where your mouth is. If not, just be quiet. That's the big thing. Then, some people don't get butthurt and start saying, see, that's what I'm talking about with him. No, he telling you what you need to hear, the truth. The truth is, you shouldn't be asking anybody about anything that you're not paying for or putting anything on. The people who ask me stuff and I know they done put on, I'm giving them an idea of what happened or what I'm doing. Certain figures, they don't deserve their own stand or their own shelf. You know, sometimes you got to break stuff up. Oh, you got toys mixed up on the shelves, man. That ain't right. You know, it should be just this item on the shelf. No, you should have like 2 or 3 figures on the shelf. No, that should be your setup, not mine. Let's not get this twisted. Whatever you do with your setup, that's yours. But mine is mine. And mine is off limits. You know, because I'm the one contributing to this. There are only a few other people that contribute. Besides my wife, there are a few other people on this channel that contribute. And I appreciate the hell out of them. And I let them know every single time. That's what I'm talking about. You got to call a spade a spade. Everybody want to be in charge. Everybody want to talk, but nobody want to put up anything. They just want to talk. When everything is said and done, everybody want to take credit for something, but they ain't putting nothing in. That's just like somebody taking credit for watching your 3 kids for the last 2 days, but yet instead, they never watched your 2 kids for the last 2 days or 3 days. They sitting there looking at you like, don't you should be thanking me. You like, thanking you for what? You ain't did anything. That's what I'm talking about. Never thank for somebody for doing nothing. Real talk.